Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to Yonhap News Agency, Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang and SK Group Chairman Chey met in Taipei on Monday during the Computex technology trade show to discuss expanding their cooperation in artificial intelligence (AI) memory chips. During the meeting, the two leaders celebrated SK hynix's recent business milestone and reaffirmed their joint commitment to advancing AI infrastructure. The discussion comes ahead of Wang's planned visit to Seoul later this week, where he is scheduled to meet with several high-profile South Korean business leaders, including LG Group Chairman Koo Kwang-mo, Hyundai Motor Group Executive Chair Ui-sun Chung, and Naver founder Lee Hae-jin. Huang is also expected to hold discussions with robotics and AI startups during his trip, highlighting an emerging focus on physical AI and robotics integration. According to a report by the Liberty Times, China's Ministry of Finance recently allocated 99.9 billion yuan, approximately NT dollars, in childcare subsidy funds for 2026, marking a 10.6% increase compared to the previous year. The funds are designated to support local governments in distributing subsidies to eligible families with young children, with total nationwide spending expected to reach approximately 110 billion yuan for the year. This financial push comes in response to a demographic crisis. According to China's National Bureau of Statistics, the country's births plummeted to a historic low of 7.92 million in 2025, with a birth rate of just 5.63 per thousand. This sharp decline has been described as a cliff-like drop compared to 2024. To incentivize childbirth, the Chinese government established a childcare subsidy scheme in July 2025. Under this policy, families with children under the age of 3 can receive an annual subsidy of 3,600 yuan per child for up to 3 years, totaling 10,800 yuan. The central government bears approximately 90% of the funding burden, while local governments cover the remaining 10%. According to a report by the Asahi Shimbun, Taiwan President Lai Ching-te emphasized during the opening of the Computex trade show in Taipei that maintaining the political status quo is the most responsible action the island can take to secure global supply chains. With Taiwan playing a critical role in the artificial intelligence revolution through giants like TSMC, Nvidia, and Apple, Lai asserted that a stable, trustworthy Taiwan is essential as global demand for AI technologies continues to rise. He pledged that his government remains firmly committed to safeguarding peace across the Taiwan Strait. Meanwhile, Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang, who also attended the event, praised Taiwan as the epicenter of the technology ecosystem and a crucial strategic partner for the United States. Huang noted that while supply chain diversification is necessary for resilience, Nvidia plans to significantly expand its investment in Taiwan, highlighting the island's indispensable position in global tech manufacturing. According to Yahoo News, the U.S. Department of Defense has redesignated its press room as a Sensitive Compartmented Information Facility, SCIF, effectively banning journalists from entering. Acting Pentagon spokesperson Joel Valdez confirmed the measure on social media, explaining that the decision was made because speechwriters for the Office of the Secretary of Defense, who routinely handle classified information, will be sharing the space. Valdez emphasized that the security measure is non-negotiable. The move comes amid escalating tensions and ongoing legal battles between major U.S. media outlets and the second Trump administration. Over the past several months, media access to the Pentagon has been heavily restricted. In December, the New York Times sued the Department of Defense over a new rule requiring constant escorts for reporters within the building. calling it an unconstitutional restriction on independent military reporting. While a federal district judge ruled in favor of the press, an appeals court temporarily stayed part of the ruling, keeping the escort mandate in effect. The latest ban on entering the press room represents another flashpoint in the conflict over press freedom. According to a report by the Liberty Times, French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot has strongly condemned Israel's ongoing military operations and long-term occupation of Lebanese territory. Speaking in a television interview, Barrett asserted that there is absolutely no justification for Israeli forces to continue advancing deep into Lebanon. This diplomatic rebuke follows Israel's military occupation of the historic Beaufort Castle in southern Lebanon on May 31st. The medieval fortress holds significant strategic and symbolic value, overlooking the panoramic landscape of southern Lebanon. Following the seizure, Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz celebrated on social media, noting that the military had returned to the strategic height 44 years after the historic 1982 Battle of Beaufort, raising the Israeli flag once again. The site was previously occupied by Israel for 18 years following the Fifth Arab-Israeli War. Until their withdrawal in 2000, France's statement highlights growing international concern over Israel's deepening military incursions and the potential for a prolonged occupation of Lebanese sovereign territory. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.